Hi guys, it's Rusty78609, Sunday morning, November the 12th, 2017, and here's the latest news. Nothing. Everything happened yesterday was good, and everything that's happened today so far has been good. Wonderful. Wouldn't that be wonderful if they'd report the news like that and then shut up? Anyway, it is Sunday morning. It's about 8:06 a.m. Central Standard Time. Temperature 66 top up degrees. Why? Because it's mist and rain. A real fine mist. Not the best weather in the world for sure. And I got a sack of stuff here making some noise. But anyway, what am I going to talk about this morning? Well, I'll tell you, because I'm going to ask you guys for some input. Now about that. Yeah, what it is, I have a brand new, as everybody knows, most of you do, 2018 Clipper Cadet CFB 16 footer. And it came with a refrigerator that is 110 only. It is not a two-way or a three-way, it is a one-way, 110 only. However, I do have some solar. I've got Zamp solar. I got 120 watts of portable solar, plus a 300 watt pure sine wave inverter that has a surge up to 600 watts for those items that surge. What I'm wondering is can I run that 110 volt refrigerator using my existing solar setup? I know that the inverter uses a little power also to convert the DC to AC, and so I've got a little loss there. How much I don't know. And the crazy thing about it is there is no way to find out the name of the 3.3 cubic foot refrigerator that came with the RV. On the front of the refrigerator, in letters that looks like a brand name, it just says CL, like Charlie Lewis. CL, that's all. Inside, nothing. In the back, you take off the little vent cover and look in there, and all you see is made in China. It says it's a CLG 6U228. I keyed that in on did a Google search for that and found nothing. It also says it's a DL1-11.2C. I did that and nothing happened. It also says it's a QD3511Y MS2.0G. Keyed that in and nothing. And then I searched for, I called last week. I called Coachman, and they said they'd get back with me. They never do. I called the dealer in Georgetown, talked to the service guy, and he said, well, I think it's a Dometic. He thinks it's a Dometic. Well, there is no Dometic CLG 6U228 that I can find. But anyway, a similar product, a Magic Chef 3.2 cubic foot 110 office refrigerator with no freezer. Mine does not have a freezing compartment. It draws, they say, 1.3 amps when it's running. That's what the specs say. So, I know assumption is the mother of all mistakes. However, assuming that my product is a 3.3 and it uses 1.5 amps when it's running, and it only runs about, maybe 40%, or no, not even, it probably, yeah, maybe 40% of the day. I doubt if it runs that much. Probably a third of the day that the compressor is on. I mean, you can't even notice it running. But another assumption, so there's another possible mistake here. But assuming that it runs 1/3 of the day at 1.5 amps, that means that I'll be using about 0.5 amps per hour, 24 hours a day, would give me 12 amps. And then I have to add in how much does the inverter, how much energy does the inverter use to produce that many amps? Do I double it? Well, if you got 0.5, so you got 12 amps. Well, if you doubled it, that would give you 24 amps per day. Okay? If I put my panels out, you know, they're capable of 8 amps per hour of production, but, you know, let's just say they average 5 and you get 5 hours of sunshine, you're even money, right? Right. So you guys think about my numbers that I just spouted out there like I'm a semi-knowledgeable individual on solar, and I am. And semi-knowledgeable is probably the worst position you can be in, because that way you think you know something when you don't. If you know absolutely nothing, then you will ask questions and probably get those questions answered and not make too many mistakes. That's if you know absolutely nothing. Or on the other hand, if you are a true expert that have studied these things for years and know all the little ins and outs of power loss and gauge wiring and all that kind of stuff, then you will probably not make many mistakes either. But see, I'm a tweener. I'm in between those two. So that's why I'm asking, can I run my 110 volt 3.3 cubic foot refrigerator using my existing solar setup, which is again a 120 watt portable solar setup from Zamp, a 120 amp hour AGM deep cycle battery, and a Zamp 300 watt pure sine wave inverter with a surge up to 600 watts. Can I run my refrigerator using that? And then somebody's going to say, why in the hell you want to do that? Well, the answer is this. I really don't want to have 2 refrigerators in the RV because I don't need them. And you know, space is a premium there, 16 foot. And so I thought, I mean, and I can get by with just the refrigerator when I'm camping very easily, no problemo. But I just want to be sure I can run it. This is Kingsland, Texas, guys, for you new guys. Just crossed the Colorado River. I'm going to check on my RV on this misty day that I have for sale. But anyway, for those of you that know something about solar, or maybe some of you have a similar type refrigerator that you're running off solar, all I need to know is, number one, can I do it? And if so, how many amps will that thing draw? And am I gonna, if I'm putting in an average of 25 amps a day from my solar into the battery, AGM 120 amp, will I be able to accomplish what I want to accomplish, and that is run the refrigerator 24 hours a day, 7 days a week while I'm camping. So now, having said that, I'll move right along to the next thing. I'm going to see my travel trailer that I have parked on I have a 26-foot Jayco J-Flight 2013 26BH, that means bunkhouse, parked here in Kingsland, Texas on a at a park and sale. And in fact, I'll drive up there now and show it to you, and then I'll end the video and come back because I got to go by a parts store and get some valve cover things for the tires. Somebody took them all off. Not while it was parked here, but something they're gone. I guess it was here. So here we are at a 1, 2, 3 red light. Notice I'm stopping. All you guys that are concerned about my driving habits, I did come to an almost 3/4 stop. And I'm going straight ahead here now. But again, this is Highway 1431 in Kingsland, Texas. It runs north and south. Actually, it goes to Austin, Texas if you stayed on it. It's a windy little road. And that's enough said about that. But anyway, there's my RV on it's still there. Yippee, yippee, yippee. They didn't steal it. Well, I shouldn't be too happy about it. Anyway, here it is, guys. I'll pull up and kind of pull around so you can see it. And then later, I'm going to do a video of it in just a minute and post it just for you guys that might be interested. And if you want to make you want to get something sold, you got to make a little noise. Okay, there it is right there. That's a 26-foot Jayco J-Flight. It's got a spare tire cover, it's got a ladder, roof AC, 13,500 BTUs, it's got 2 bunk beds in the back, got a queen size bed in the front, and in the middle it's got a couch that makes into a bed, also a dining table that makes into a bed, and it's just too much space for me. Everything else, and it's new basically. The roof AC has hardly been used because I had a window AC. And I'm here today to make, there's some of that blue painter's tape that I need to get off. I thought it would just come right off after, being parked under a cover for a long time, but apparently it sticks. But anyway, we'll get out of here now. But that is the travel trailer for sale. I'll do a more detailed video of it in a minute. Comes with 2 propane tanks, 30-pound propane tanks. Got a direct ignition 6-gallon hot water heater that you can run on propane by turning a button on from the inside, which I do not have in my existing 16-footer right now. I got to go out and light the hot water heater when I get ready to use it every day. But anyway, there it is. It's in Kingsland, Texas. An easy way to remember where it is. It's called Park and Sale, directly across from the Dairy Queen in Kingsland, Texas, USA. And I've had a few calls on it, but you know how that goes. A lot of people just want to talk to me for some reason and they don't want to spend any money. I had some viewer subscribers kind of interested in it, but they faded, and that's the way life goes. Okay, you haven't sold anything till you have cash in fist, and I know that, so I really wasn't counting on that very much. All right, here we go. Now I'm going to go over here to Buddy's and I will end the video. Buddy's is a little corner store like a 7-Eleven or a Quick Stop here in Kingsland. And some days you can't even find a parking place here, okay? But let me pull up here and stop and I'll end the video. And you guys have a great day. If any of y'all have an idea on that solar, be sure and post a comment. Would be very helpful, because what I'm concerned about is the surge when the compressor cuts on. I mean, they say it runs on about 80 watts, but I'm wondering how much it surges when the compressor cuts on, and do I have enough inverter to handle that? So, having said that, guys, from Central Texas, USA, and Kingsland, Texas, thumbs up, carpe diem, adios, bye-bye, buy USA made when you can. Drink plenty of water. 3 or 4 quarts a day will not hurt you. In fact, it's good for you. It'll help you avoid gout, kidney stones, and it'll help you lose weight because you'll be full of water. And if you're full of water, you won't want to eat so much. Also, take deep breaths, breathing through your nose and out through your mouth several times a day. Why? Because that relieves stress, and relieving stress does what? Lowers your blood pressure, and lowering your blood pressure is good for you. Everybody knows that. So, and do all those good things, and then figure out if I can run my 110 volt 3.3 cubic foot refrigerator using my existing solar setup. I thought about trying it yesterday. I mean, I did plug it in, but it didn't cut on, but that doesn't mean anything. I mean, it only runs a few times a day, and I didn't want to sit there and wait. But one of these days, what I might do is just set it up using the inverter, and I don't want to burn anything up. See, I'm afraid that I'll damage the refrigerator or the inverter or something else, and I don't want to do that. If somebody knows how this will work, then post a comment and let me know. I appreciate it. So thank you, guys. Y'all have a great Sunday. It's a misty day here in Texas. So adios, amigos. Bye-bye.